Are you looking for the best rowing machines? In this video we will look at some of the best rowing machines on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Hydrow Rowing Machine. The Hydrow Rowing Machine topped our list thanks to its fantastic workout programming, high-quality design, and reasonable pricing. Its 6½ by 1½ foot frame takes up less space than many of its competitors, while still accommodating most body types. The Wave's 16-inch touchscreen is smaller than others to fit its more petite frame but doesn't compromise on clarity or readability during workouts. The Hydrow Rowing Machine has thousands of classes to choose from, including rowing sessions ranging from 1 minute to over 1 hour, as well as offered workouts like Pilates, yoga, and strength. Its rowing classes are taught on the water. Common locations include the Charles River in Boston and Miami Beach, Florida, and you get to see the scenery as your instructors do as they guide you through class. Non-rowing classes are often taught by the water, so you still get some gorgeous scenery as you exercise at home. Hydrow's rowing classes are varied enough that I never got bored or tired of them. Some focus on form, some workshop your speed, and some are HIIT classes. There are so many to choose from, and I always found one I wanted to try. Each class is challenging in its own way, and I left every session on the Wave feeling sweaty, fatigued, and accomplished. Hydrow's instructors are top-notch, ranging from enthusiastic lifelong rowers to those who trained with Olympic-level coaches. They cheer you on and motivate you to push yourself during class while reminding you to keep good form, which helps you get the most out of every workout while avoiding injury. Hydrow also offers great beginner classes that cover rowing basics. These sessions make rowing seem much more approachable for those who may be new to the sport, and the instructors give helpful tips that will have you rowing like a pro in no time. The Wave's frame feels sturdy and durable, and the screen never wobbles or shakes. Its handle feels secure throughout sweaty workouts, an issue we had with the original Hydrow. The one issue I did have with the Wave is that it would make an occasional snapping noise while I was using it. The noise resolved itself quickly, but it was loud enough to distract me during class. I contacted Hydrow about this sound and was quickly put in touch with the company's support team to fix the issue. If you have a similar issue, Hydrow will work with you to determine the cause and replace any necessary parts or the entire rowing machine. At number 2. Peloton Row. The main attribute that sets the Row apart from other ergometers on this list is its form feedback. Using smart technology in the seat and handle, the Row analyzes your strokes and gives feedback to improve your form. This bonus feature makes it an excellent rowing machine for everyday rowers who want to improve from home and replicates in-person coaching better than other virtual programs we've tested. Peloton's exercise programming is excellent, as always. The instructors are cheerful and motivating, and you can select from HIIT, speed, or form-focused workouts. Each session challenged me, and thanks to the Form Assist, I improved class after class. In addition to getting form feedback, you can see a small animated version of yourself in the corner of the screen to monitor your stroke for improvements. The Row's 24-inch swiveling touchscreen makes it easy to take off-rower workouts like yoga or strength training. The Row looks sleek and feels high quality. The seat moves smoothly and quietly, and the rowing machine itself is near silent. Even during high-speed sprints and HIIT work, this rowing machine feels durable, and its wheels make it easier to move, should you need to maneuver its positioning. My complaint with the Row is that the foot stretchers are pretty stiff and can't be used without shoes. It's not a deal-breaker by any means, but it is something to note. As for Peloton's programming, its selection of rowing classes isn't very robust. Peloton is constantly adding new workout content, so this seems to be less of an issue the longer the Row has been on the market, but it may be annoying for anyone who hates repeating virtual workout sessions. Still, if you have the budget for a high-end rowing machine, the Row is the way to go. Peloton makes it fun and easy to improve your form and offers some of the best fitness programming for rowing and beyond that we've tested. At number 3. Concept2 RowErg. Anyone who has rowed crew at some point is likely to have a visceral reaction to the words Concept2 RowErg. But there's a reason participants of the sport favor these air-resistance rowing machines. They provide excellent rowing training with very few frills and remain one of the best rowing machines you can buy. During my workouts, the RowErg rowing machine felt sturdy, durable, and like it would last for a long time. The handles felt secure in my grip, and the seat and frame never wobbled or felt unsteady. Because the rowing machine uses air-powered resistance, you can't change the intensity of each stroke or the resistance settings overall. Still, I felt it increase in intensity every time I pulled harder. For metrics, the RowErg rowing machine has a simple LCD display at the front that shows your time on the rowing machine, distance in meters, pace per 500 meters, strokes per minute, and an estimated calorie burn. You can also select basic workouts that guide you by telling you when to increase or decrease your stroke count and split. If you'd instead follow along with a video, the RowErg rowing machine includes a device holder that's expandable to fit smartphones or tablets. This makes this rowing machine a great option if you want to use the rowing machine with a fitness app that includes rowing workouts, such as Apple Fitness Plus or Essentiae. On the not-so-great end, my pulls felt less smooth than those of other rowing machines I tested, possibly because the handle is held by a chain, not a fabric belt, and sometimes distracted me during my workouts. It's also not the prettiest rowing machine, but that's not the point. With the Concept2 in your workout space, people will know you mean business. Concept2 does not offer assembly, but the RowErg is so easy to set up that I would have felt silly if I'd paid for help. It has fewer parts than other rowing machines I had to assemble, and I just had to follow the included instructions and get it in rowing form. It took me less than 10 minutes to finish. You can watch this video for a visual on how it's done. Out of all the rowing machines we've tested, the RowErg has one of the larger footprints. This rowing machine also has two leg sizes, standard, a 14-inch seat height, and tall, a 20-inch seat height. Rowers of any height can use both leg options, but the taller seat is a good option for anyone who doesn't like being too close to the ground. If you have the ceiling height, the rowing machine can be split apart for easy storage or tilted against a wall. At number 4. Hydrow Rower. The original Hydrow Rower, the Pro, is one of the most luxurious rowing machines we've tested. This rowing machine has a sleek design with a 22-inch touchscreen at the front that plays live and pre-recorded classes with a Peloton-esque leaderboard to rank each rower who is in the class or has ever taken the class. Hydrow's main draw is its classes. It was awesome to row alongside people gliding along the water in places I've never been, even though I was just at Review's office. You can also take off-road classes, such as yoga, Pilates, and general strength training, often taught outside by a waterfront. I loved every class and every instructor who guided me. If you don't want to pay for the membership, you can use the Just Row mode, which shows the same basic metrics as what's shown in the classes: strokes per minute, pace per 500 meters, meter total, and a calorie burn estimate. The rowing machine itself feels solid, too. Sometimes, I noticed that the seat creaked, but it wasn't worse than any bike I've ridden, and it didn't seem to be a structural flaw. You can adjust the rowing machine's resistance, or drag, before each workout, but Hydrow discourages it on the basis that water itself doesn't change its resistance. I never changed it, and I felt challenged by its standard setting. Each pull felt smooth and even, like I was paddling out on open water with the guides on the screen. The one major downside to the Hydrow is that its handles feel more slippery than others, which makes long, sweaty workouts more challenging. At number 5. Echelon Row-S. As soon as I sat down on the rower, I loved it. This rowing machine has a Goldilocks-style seat consistency that's soft but not too soft, and the whole frame feels sturdy, supportive, and well-made. Its handles have buttons that allow you to shift the resistance, which makes it easy to change things up without missing a beat mid-workout. The seat felt like it was gliding over the beam, and each pull of the rower felt smooth, even, and reflective of the resistance I had set. I also liked the classes I took on Echelon's FitPass app, which range between live and on-demand rowing-only classes and boot camp-style classes where you get on and off the rower to change up your exercises. During classes, the screen shows distance rowed, curiously measured in kilometers, not meters, current resistance, average resistance, a calorie burn estimate, and how you compare to others who have taken the classes via a leaderboard. Unfortunately, I really disliked this rowing machine's touchscreen. It's responsive and clear enough but also too heavy for its stand. This meant that this rowing machine always slanted down, making me crane my neck or strain my eyes to see what the instructors were doing. What's more, the touchscreen on the first machine I tested was defective. The brand sent another screen, which also didn't work right away because it prompted me to set up a bike, not a rower, so I had to make another call to get that sorted out, too. On the plus side, Echelon's customer service reps were friendly and helpful in sorting it out. Because I liked almost everything about the rowing machine and almost nothing about its touchscreen, I'd recommend skipping this edition and going for the less expensive Row. You won't have the touchscreen right at your fingertips, but you can stream Echelon classes or classes from any other app from your own iPad or tablet propped on its tablet holder. At number 6. Stamina ATS Air Rower $13.99. Anyone searching for a decent budget-minded rowing machine should look to the Stamina ATS. This air rower doesn't have much in the way of frills and features, but it's a solid option for a full-body workout at a moderate price. As for the rowing itself, the ATS performed well. This rowing machine was noisier than other air-powered rowing machines, but its handles were comfortable to hold, and this rowing machine provided ample resistance that went up or down, depending on how hard I pulled. However, the rowing machine sometimes felt flimsy, and the seat was tad wobbly. This rowing machine also does not have a tablet holder, so if you want to row with a guided program, you'll have to add one yourself. The ATS rowing machine does not come assembled, but depending on where you buy it, you may be able to add expert assembly for an extra fee. Likewise, the cost of shipping can vary depending on the retailer you choose. However, I don't think most people would need assembly. This rowing machine doesn't have many parts, and its included instructions are clear and easy to follow, so it took me about 30 minutes to complete it without any help. This rowing machine has an LCD screen that displays pace, distance, and calories burned. Even when unfolded, I found it unobtrusive in size, portability, and looks. It certainly isn't a design statement, but it's no eyesore either. At number 7. Sunny Health and Fitness SFRW 5515. The popular Sunny rowing machine is a basic option, but it's not bare bones. It uses magnetic resistance and has an LCD monitor that displays time, stroke count, calories, and total stroke count. One key thing missing was the distance traveled in any unit, which made me dock some points. It also offers 8 levels of resistance, which you can change by twisting a knob at the front of the machine. The handles felt secure as I held them, even throughout sweaty workouts. But my strokes also seemed to lag, like they were catching on to something inside the rowing machine, no matter what resistance I set. It was also challenging to adjust the resistance during workouts because I had to put the handle down to give it a twist, and annoying pause, especially compared to other rowers that integrate the resistance controls into the handles. Setting up the machine was simple and straightforward. It took me about 30 minutes to assemble it without assistance. It's not connected to a tablet, nor does it have a tablet holder. If you want to follow along with classes, you'll have to get a separate app subscription and tablet holder, or place the rower in front of a TV where you can stream classes. It's already smaller than most other rowing machines we tested, but this rowing machine also folds up, which puts its measurements at 37.4 inches long, 19.1 inches wide, and 53.5 inches tall, comparable to a tall nightstand or side table. Ultimately, it's a fine rowing machine, especially for the price, but the handles and inconvenience of changing the resistance made it a rowing machine I didn't want to return to often.